3, 2, 1. Good evening. I'm your host for this week's Outta episode number 7, brought to you by Huff's Barbershop and All Out Foul. Shot and produced by one of the founding fathers of the Nancy Boy Click. This is the most legendary barbershop in the Bay Area, where some of the best barbers started, built it, and continue to thrive throughout years. Before, during, and after their time, excellent place I am still proud to call my own office from home. Now let's cut the shit. Let's get this motherfucking show, bro. Now without further ado, I'd like to welcome Nilo Bravo, aka Chichi Barber, and the owner of the San Mateo's Barbershop, Travis. So I'd like to give a very special shout out to my beautiful niece Samaya for the beautiful Out of Pocket Live drawing.
That was beautiful. That's good artwork.
And I'd like to thank all the people that took advantage of the discounts for the All Out Foul merchandise. Thank you guys. And there are right now we have an in-store sale, 1 half 20, 2 for 30, 3 for 40. We're trying to get rid of all this shit. So thank you guys.
By the way, I'm selling Warrior shirts out of my Honda.
So my first question for Nilo.
Yeah.
How do you like your eggs?
Scrambled, actually.
Fuck yeah, baby.
A little Hollandaise sauce on it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Homemade.
Scrambled eggs, dude. I've been using that a lot. Scrambled eggs. Yeah. It's a perfect way to describe the way I feel after 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
AM or PM?
PM.
AM. All day.
All day.
Sometimes.
All day.
The definition of scrambled eggs is like
this. I'm scrambled eggs right now.
So basically, like you're two
scrambled eggs.
Yeah. Dude.
Trav. Okay, so let's. I want to hear this shit. You dove into it a little bit when we were fucked up in Vegas. You're sober, but tell me about Travis the meth head, aka everything that you ever did.
What do you mean? Like, so
let it go, man. Tell me something.
Tell you.
Give me a story.
Tell you anything?
Yeah.
But
like, ooh. I mean, there's a lot of stories. I mean, like,
give me one that sticks out. Give me some juicy fucking shit that'll make me horny. Come on, dude. Give it to me, man.
I mean, I for me, it like all starts with like the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
but
to understand like the depth of my disease, you know, the depth of my addiction, it took me to a place where, you know, I basically was falling asleep at the wheel with my grandfather in the passenger seat.
So tight.
That's tight.
Yeah, hella tight, right?
Yeah,
you know,
it is. We'll talk about how tight it is after. Go ahead, keep going.
What started like your habits though?
Dude, my habits started like as a kid. So like if I look back at my childhood, right? So like for me, like, and if we're getting like real honest, right, and just completely like
just
me sharing
there,
everything, right? So as a child, I was molested.
Oh shit,
right?
Dude! What the
so
scrambled eggs.
So for me to block that memory out and to try to cope with life on life's terms at that point, I turned to fantasy, I turned to sugar, I turned to sports, I turned to anything to get me outside of myself to help me avoid feeling that. So
what the fuck, man?
Like, and that's the thing.
Is it
like,
too real?
Is it too real?
Goddamn, dude. Fuck it. I told you I'm scrambled eggs right now. What the fuck is this shit? Okay, go ahead.
Did you not say come out the gate hitting? So like, if you want to get down to some stuff, like this is my life, right? And so these are the things that I had experienced to get me to a place where I was using, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to get outside of myself and not feel.
Yeah.
Right? Because I didn't have the tools necessary or the coping mechanisms to be like, yo, this happened to me. I need help.
Yeah.
I need help to understand, like, what happened.
Yeah.
So, in high school was like, I'd see people smoking and whatnot. Like, it was 8th grade year. I tried smoking weed, but I pretended I got high.
Yeah. I think we all did a little bit sometimes.
And so, for me, it was like, it didn't really do nothing, but it was more like a social thing.
Yeah.
And then from there, high school was
The gateway drug.
kind of the gateway experience. It was like, what was available? Let's try that.
Wait, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Woodside.
Where?
Woodside?
What side? Oh,
Palo Alto.
okay.
Nah, Palo Alto, Redwood City.
What kind of high school was that?
That's
Was it
what
one of those?
Sorry, man. There's some type of wood in there, you know. You're Latina, you know. Palo.
Okay.
Well,
So was it one of those high schools where those high schools on TV where because my high school was fucking whack.
your cheerleader and your jock. And
Yeah.
The jock had the blonde hair and shit.
You got the kids that got bullied and shit.
You had all that. Like, I think, I was a part of some of that, like, on both ends. Like, being bullied and also bullying at a certain, like, part of life where you just, maybe, something doesn't really feel like you're that person. But to be a part of that crew, you just kind of, like, roll with it and you just do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. And you're like, oh, man, we shouldn't have, like, passed that dude or whatever.
Figuring out, like, where you fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
And that was the thing. Like, when I was using, it was more like I became a chameleon to kind of, like, blend in and try to find my path.
What was your drug of choice?
In high school?
Yeah.
It's alcohol and beer.
Okay.
Like, alcohol, beer.
Okay,
Like,
and then
some weed, and then we got into some shrooms, and
shrooms are good for you.
he's probably kicking.
Nilo's on shrooms already.
Yeah. I think I've been doing like little microdoses.
No, and acid was like one of those things where I was like, I really enjoyed acid.
It's always a good trip.
Not always.
I mean, I had a bad one once. But
If you have a bad one, you just can't get out.
you just gotta wake
You're
up
just
one
stuck.
day.
No, there's some people that fucking lose it when they take it, and I think part of that is
I've had some friends like
being uninformed or
never
not
come back.
ready.
I broke my bathroom door thinking my brother was flushing his body down the toilet.
For real.
See, that's some crazy.
Dude,
shit
I did,
right there.
but I did acid by my. It was chilling in the shop's refrigerator for hella long, and I was
Like a hot dog.
I was cleaning. Yeah, I was
Hey,
like,
which
fuck
shop?
it.
Which shop though?
At the shop at Hef's. Like this was like when it first opened, and then I
Clean
just
the shop and do some acid.
in my head I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a sav, and then I'm gonna be able to tell this story later on, which is right now.
Right.
And then
Thank God you made that decision.
so that
by
shit
the way.
kicked in, and I was mopping the floor, and then the streaks. I was like, dude, what the fuck? This shit won't go away. And then everything got crazy. I'm like, what did I just do? So, long story short, I was like, blood, I gotta go home. I tried to drive home. I thought it was cool because you know how it
Yeah.
you know how it goes away and then it comes back. So when it went away, I'm like, all
tight.
right, let me try to get to the house. And then when I started driving, the streaks came back, and I was like, dude, what the fuck?
The flashes and all that
Yeah,
shit.
so I hopped on the freeway. I'm like, blood, I'm not gonna make it home.
Yeah.
So I entered the freeway and then I exited right away, the ocean exit, and then went around the block, parked, and threw up. And then I asked Chuck, or I asked everybody in the chat room to give me a ride home. I'm like, dude, I'm fucked up. I fucked up. And then Chuck picked me up, gave me a ride home. But that shit lasted for like 16 hours.
Shout out to Chuck.
Yeah. Now I know what it feels like. Jimi Hendrix was talking about like when he would see demons and shit. Like, cause I was trying to go to sleep and I'll just see hella monsters, black and white monsters. I'm like, blah, this is crazy. Blah. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What I definitely learned off acid is that you gotta respect the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
You know?
Like, it
Yeah, I
wins
kinda-
all the time.
Yeah, I kind of I kind of tested. Yeah.
Shrooms too. Shrooms. I always felt like it'll take you to a dark place, no matter what.
Shrooms?
Yeah, it'll just make you start questioning hell and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's good. I just watched a documentary with what's his name, Timothy Leary, and the other dude. He's like the godfather of LSD and shit.
From Stanford
Yeah.
when they did the trials for
Yeah.
the testing.
But it's hard for me to explain it. People need to do the shit.
It's really one of those drugs you can't necessarily like. We could sit there and drop like there'd be multiple times where we would drop and we would have a conversation and not say a word, and you just sit there and look at somebody and laugh, and you're like, how are we on this wavelength? Like, how could we communicate in a way where know that I know what you know that you're saying and I'm saying, but no one's saying a word, but yet we all
Can you
we
imagine
leave and
what
go
people
do
are gonna
stuff.
think when they hear us right now? They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?
They're gonna think like, damn, these guys are really smart, really
These guys are
intelligent.
shitty people."
Nah, for real, it's hard to try to explain to people.
Yeah.
I don't try to force it on them, but I'm like,
No, I definitely believe that, like, not everyone handles it the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta respect it, and that's the thing that people don't know about that shit. They're like, oh my god, my friends are fucking doing it, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
No, dumbass, don't do it like that. It's like you gotta respect it, you gotta wake up on
it.
It's almost like shit. It's almost like, I mean, for like your first time, you definitely want to be around somebody who's done it before.
Yeah.
And you want to...
What was your first time? What was your first time?
You want to be like in a safe environment, like you want to like you don't want to be around somebody who's like gonna deliberately fuck with you.
Yeah, my first time was at Disneyland.
Don't do it with me.
That shit was crazy.
Disneyland?
Yeah, you don't want to be around hella people.
How old are you?
Huh? I forget. It was out of high school though. It was with my ex girlfriend at the time.
4.
Like we lost our pills, our ecstasy pills. I think, and then we had shrooms. We were like, "Fuck it, let's try this shit." But it was the crazy shrooms. You know, there's 2 types of shrooms.
Yeah.
The other shrooms where everything just get all fucked up. It's like a fucking painting, and then
it's too wavy.
And then there's like the body breathing shrooms.
Yeah.
Where you just all,
yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get though, right?
But you don't want to be around hella people because for some reason it seems like everybody's looking at you, right?
Always.
Like
every
faces.
Drug. Even smoking trees.
Being on shrooms and looking at people, that's the scariest shit. Scariest shit ever.
You know what? I saw the whole human evolution. I did three hits of acid. That's when I broke the bathroom door. I saw the whole human evolution in my brother's face.
Yeah, no, I know what
I saw
you're
him
saying.
go from a fucking chimpanzee to Neanderthal to himself.
That's just weird, right?
It was so
How do you
crazy.
explain that shit?
Yeah, there's no way.
I had a similar experience, but it was more like an Adam and Eve type experience where I was like, just shrooming, tripping out and just like went into the backyard. People are just out of their mind.
Yeah.
Found an apple tree and it was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Or you know what? I felt like whenever I was looking at a tree or the sky, I would feel better. It's like the shrooms are telling you, like, don't look at all this other weird shit. Just look at the nature and shit, and then like you'd be cool.
And I remember I looked at stars when I was off those 3 hits.
Yeah.
And it looked like Star Wars. Like it looks like a fucking galaxy just fighting each other, bro.
I don't know.
everything was a shooting star then.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's what do you call that word? It sucks when people aren't open to that because it's like, man, I want you guys to see this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
to experience it.
I mean, like, I believe that everybody fucking, they're taught in life, their influences and all that shit. So maybe it's not for some people. Maybe they look down upon it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
let's go one by one. Everybody's rock bottom. We'll start with you, Trav.
My rock bottom?
Yeah.
Homeless, living in a car in Las Vegas.
Fuck
With
yeah.
not a
Vegas.
penny to my name.
Damn, what the fuck were you doing in Vegas? Dude, Vegas is like
So
devils.
like, so I started. I was selling cars in California, and I had moved, but I didn't update my sales license when I moved with the state of California, and I incorrectly filled out some paperwork, and I was supposed to
On purpose?
I lied a little bit,
Yeah,
and so I had to clear up what this discrepancy was, and I never got the paperwork. So my license to sell cars in California got suspended for a year.
Yeah.
And so my stepdad at the time said, "Why don't you move to Las Vegas? They don't have that kind of restriction." And so I was like, all
Great
right.
idea.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna pack up all my troubles and move to Las Vegas where it's moving really quickly.
You meet a lot of people.
And I'm gonna do really well there, and I'm gonna show everybody.
Yeah.
And so I basically went out there, and
How much money?
dude, I had a credit card. My mom had given me but this was also a turning point, right? At 23 years old, my mom was like
23, how old are you now?
42.
I have to think about that. 23, 42.
OG hype piece.
All right, go ahead.
Definitely OG hypebeast. So at 23, my mom was like, "You can do what you're gonna do, but you just can't do it here. I love you. Here's $500 in a U-Haul. You got to get out of here."
Yeah.
And
That's love.
that's
Why?
how I see it.
Because what were you doing? What were you doing at home?
Yeah,
You
I
were
was
fucking
doing
up.
cocaine. I was, I was at a point where I didn't want to go to work. I was trying to get out of work, and I live with my my mom and her new husband and his son, but he was the manager at the Gap I was working at, right?
Yeah.
So
was he a dickhead?
Nah, he was cool, but it was
Okay.
just one of those things where at a certain point and you're 23 and you got a stepbrother at 23, you're just whatever, dude.
Yeah.
And but he was the manager at the store I was working at. And so it was a Friday. It was payday. And I had been up like way too long. And I was like, damn, I need to score. And I was like, man, how am I going to get out of work? And it was like 7 a.m. And I'm like going to work resentful. And I'm like, how can I get out of work? And so I get this great idea. I'm going to pretend that I got beat up.
Oh, God.
Right? And I'm going to show up to the store. And they're going to send me home. So mind you, I'm like out of my mind. And so I start to beat myself up.
Yeah.
As I'm walking down the street and just like.
Wait, you kicked your ass? You kicked your ass?
I'm kicking my own ass. In the movie? I'm like, da, 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 da. Right? Yeah. And so I get up to the back of the store in Burlingame and I like kind of rip my shirt and I look in a car view, like the side mirror, and I look and I'm like, they're not going to believe. Like, I didn't do that good of a job for them to believe that I got jumped.
Why'd you do that in the first place?
I wanted to get my check. I wanted to get my check and get sent home.
Okay.
So I can go get loaded.
Yeah.
And so, like, I did all that to say, like, once I realized, like, I didn't do that good of a job of jumping myself, I just went home. And they ended up firing me.
Yeah.
Like...
It's fine. It's just a gap.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
And then you moved to Vegas. And
so I moved to Vegas. So I moved to Vegas, and basically, like, everything followed me there. Like, I don't know if you know anything about, like, the car business, but, like, there's a big drug underscene in the car business.
No.
We have a similar life, bro.
Like, yeah, we're like twins.
Actually,
like,
yeah,
this is like
so.
the yin and yang.
Oh
Like, this
God.
is the yin to the yang of
Which
like.
was black?
This is where I don't know. You're just
yang.
where I was when I was there.
So give me a sticky situation you were in.
In Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's an easy one. So.
Homeless in your
Where
car.
you're in danger.
Well,
I remember I was fucked up.
Prior to me being homeless in my car, right? So like, I was living with one of the sales desk men, and we were moving that night, and that's when I got into speed, and I was like one of those speed addicts or meth addicts. Like I could eat.
Yeah.
I could always eat.
For real?
Like for sure. Like, but it would be like on a come down.
Yeah.
But it was 12 o'clock and we had to get going and moving. Like we had to pack up this house and move to his new house. And so he sent me on a Taco Bell run. And so I leave on a Taco Bell run.
Shout out to Taco Bell.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Taco Bell. and all the burritos that they gave me for free that night. And I'm in the drive-thru and I'm bumping out some music. And I look to the right and I see these two dudes. This is white dude and this black dude. And this white dude reminded me of me when I was in high school because I had cornrows. And I was like, look.
Yeah. You had cornrows in high school?
Absolutely.
What the fuck?
You gotta get pictures of that.
Trav in with this shit, man.
I think Alex is the only one who's seen those pictures.
I swear, let me get that picture.
I don't have them. I lost them all in Vegas.
You sold them?
They were worth a pretty penny.
All right, then what?
So I see these two dudes coming. I think nothing of it. And next thing you know, I got a gun pointed to my head in the drive-thru at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I had just got paid. I had $800 on me. I'm in my roommate's demo. His wallet is sitting right next to me, right? And so they said, "Give me your shit." And I thought they wanted the truck. It's not my truck. It's the dealership's truck. I'll give you this truck, right?
That's a fucking like.
And so I go to open the door and I pin the dude up against the door and they slam it shut and he sticks the gun right to my ear. He says, "Give me your fucking wallet." And I'm sitting there going like, "Oh man, dude."
Did you have anything in your wallet?
I had $800.
Oh, why'd you have $800 for? I thought you
give it to him.
I just got paid.
Just drive off.
And so like this is where I'm at in my life. Like I didn't know how I got into this position where like I have been doing drugs and that's not the Taco Bell, it's the drugs.
So
right?
what happened? How'd you get
So I go to hand him the wallet and then I flinched. Like he went to grab it and I flinched. He didn't think that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you
So
mean you flinched? What?
So like he went to go grab it like this and I flinched it back. Like
oh,
you
what
know,
the fuck, dude?
Travis, you're a real thug, bro.
and that's when he proceeded to pistol whip me. And so
Damn, he pistol whipped you?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
dude, I actually thought I got shot because everything went like dark and it went white and it was just ringing hella loud. And so like when I went to go feel my head, it was just I was leaking. And so I was like, dude, I don't know if I got shot or not. So I pull up to the drive-thru and they're like 12:26. I'm like, I just got robbed. They're like, where? I'm like, look, I'm fucking bleeding. Like I just got robbed right here. And so like I look up and there's cops across the street. And I'm like, can somebody just go please tell them like I just got robbed at in the drive-thru.
I need to get my money and go score.
They got people waiting for me. I need to get this food back before they think something's wrong with the car.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, this officer was watching the whole thing happen the whole time in the parking lot. Yeah.
He saw the whole thing happen, and then what?
And so he waited, and when they jacked me, he just pursued them.
Oh, okay.
He ended up getting them, but like that was like one of those moments where I thought for sure I was going to get my shout out to Henderson PD
who helped you fucking.
So they got caught.
So they
Did you get your money back?
I did. I got my money back, but I had to wait until they got like prosecuted or whatever, and then you get like violent victims pay, and it was like $2,300. I was like, let's get loaded.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
part of the lifestyle, I guess.
Let's go to next Nilo's rock bottom. One of the rock bottoms, because
there's
a point to this.
I've had a few actually.
Yeah. So tell me about when you went to El Salvador in Mexico, or whatever.
All right. So El Salvador. So I was my first drug that I ever tried was meth. And it was in the driveway.
Straight out the gate?
Yeah, bro. 12 years old. I did meth in my driveway. And then, in
your driveway?
I was always a curious little kid and fucking always good at it. Always good at it.
Always good at it.
I was so good at doing bad things. And so, like, came to a point where my parents were just like, I don't know what the fuck to do with him. I hope I don't have a kid that's like me. And fucking, they sent me to El Salvador. It was a fucking school that cost almost like $6,000. And I was there for 8 months, right?
Nope. How old were you?
15.
Were you going to the zoo already?
No, I was 15 years old.
Okay. When were you going to the zoo?
Yeah, actually, yeah. And when I got back, that's when I started going to the zoo. But I used to get cut by Shane in his little like apartment down the street. He was going to barber college.
Yeah.
But I get sent over there, and I'm stuck for like 8 months. So, just trying to. When you're fucking alone and you start getting connections with different people, like I was sending out the kids to go buy me crack.
Yeah.
While you were in there.
While I was in there. So every weekend I'd just smoke hella crack and just get in my own
How'd you
head.
have the money to go? Like, what were you exchanging for the...
In El Salvador? Or San Mateo?
Yeah, in El Salvador. I was protecting these little kids from getting their ass whooped. So I told them, like, give me $3 here and there. And I sell my, like, little mixed CDs that I brought over there and shit. I thought I was going on vacation. My vacation lasted hella long.
Shout out to the parents who duped Nilo to go.
You know what? I wouldn't know what to do with myself as a kid either, but fucking... And then, I got stuck on... I was hospitalized. Like, after my parents found out with the ass whoopings I was going through, like, chains, and I was fucking...
El Salvador, that's where MS-13 is at, right?
Yeah, and I used to get, like, handcuffed to, like, a fucking pull-up bar overnight and shit. And so after my parents found out, I got... my dad came to get me out and bring me back after 8 months. And so when I came back, I made a promise to God, like, I'm not gonna touch this shit again. But I got hospitalized for like 5 days because the withdrawals were so bad, bro.
Off crack, man.
Off crack.
I never tried meth. Like I was always interested because I think I would love that shit.
Oh, it's way better than coke.
Yeah, but
in my opinion, I mean, like
it burns if you.
I never tried coke either, man.
I just got to the point where it's like coke, you're just doing it every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Did you ever get into heroin?
No, it's just because I wasn't hanging around nobody. I was doing it.
And
I
oxys.
didn't really want to shoot nothing.
Yeah, I was like chewing fucking fentanyl patches in like high school. I was doing Adderall when I was in middle school.
I heard oxys are crazy.
Dude, I have a funny story about oxy.
Well.
Oh my god.
I was on it was the first time I had ever taken it. I was on Selma and Vicodin in Vegas. And mind you, it's like 110 degrees trying to sell cars out there, right?
Fuck that.
And one of the salesmen was like, "Oh, you got to try this. This is new stuff. It's called Oxycontin." I'm like, "All right." He's all, "You can only take like a quarter of it." And I'm like, "Dude, whatever, dude. I could take all of it." He's like, "No, I'm just going to give you half."
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right." And so I'm sitting there and I'm working a desk deal and I got this car almost sold. And I'm collecting the paperwork and I feel it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
Would you take a quarter or a half?
I took a quarter.
Okay.
And I'm like, I am going to throw up right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me one moment. And I run to the bathroom. I get to the bathroom stall, and it's the handicap stall. And so it's a longer one. I just turn the corner, open the door, and I just projectile vomit. Yeah. And it goes all the way into the toilet. And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking as I projectile vomit. and I don't spill a drop of vomit anywhere. And I'm like looking for ESPN to come out going like, did you see that man throw up?
A fucking
oh my God.
cheerleader to
I was
just-
looking for an ESPY from that. And I was like so pumped. I was like, oh my God, that was unbelievable. I wanted to go
moments.
high five somebody. And then I went back to work.
Oh.
And I never tried it again after that. I knew it was just way too powerful. If I
Yeah,
I was supposed to do it.
Roland told me to try to piece. I like that. Yeah, whoever gave it to him. Yeah, said just like don't just take a quarter. I think he took a half, and he said the exact same shit. He threw
Fuck
up.
that.
Felt like shit. So I'm wondering why people get addicted to that shit.
If you smoke it, it's different.
Smoked it?
I've smoked it. I've popped it. I've snorted it. Oxys. A quarter of the fucking pill. Well, it'll make it happen. But when you smoke, you gotta smoke it on full.
I think it's like anything, right? You build up a tolerance. So if you do adhere to that quarter, you'll be like, oh man.
But it's-
Oxycontin, that's an opiate, right?
it's heroin basically.
Okay. And
But
then yeah.
It's one of the, like, I got my family in the East Coast, Puerto Rican family. They're all hooked on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they've all fucking been hooked. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, it's heroin. It's heroin, and it's an epidemic right now going throughout everywhere.
Yeah. It's like I was picking up pills for my grandma before she died, and I went to Kaiser, and it was just all you hear is just hella pills, just ching, 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 ching. All I see, you know what I mean? I was like, this is real trap right
money
here.
is money.
Shout out to Kanye. Pharmacy's a real trap.
Fuck yeah,
But I was
man.
like, dude, this shit is crazy. Like this is that is a real trap.
It's an epidemic though. It's a fucking.
People are dying.
They're stuck on it. There's like we cut cops at the shop, and they tell us like, dude, every fucking bus we do, we're finding kids with oxys, heroin, and fucking somas, Norcos, all that shit. You know, I used to do fucking Norcos when I was in like middle school.
The Norcos are the yellow things, right? Yeah, I didn't like that. I tried it once. It made me feel a little dirty. I don't know. I
Step
didn't like,
above Vicodin.
Yeah.
like Viking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not just here for people listening. We're just not here just to talk about drugs. You know what I mean? But the reason why we're talking about it is because I mean there is a way out, and these two are a perfect example, especially for Trav. That's why, you know, I want to be like you one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now you're straight edge, like you won't touch the shit.
Inappropriate word, by the way.
Yeah, but yeah, you had to. Is it inappropriate?
I don't know.
I don't like the word.
I
I
wouldn't
mean-
consider myself straight edge.
I think it's
Yeah.
more like you have.
I just like the word. I like saying it. It sounds tight.
You have power over yourself.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is like back to that like moment, like me driving and falling asleep with my grandfather in the car. I was like, at that moment, like I had a God moment where it was like I heard a voice while I was sleeping, driving down 280 and driving by Braille like this, you know. And it was like God saying, if you don't pull over, you're gonna kill an innocent man.
Yeah.
You know, so I was struck sober at that point in time. I pulled over with tears in my eyes, looked my grandfather in his eyes, and I just said, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And so that was my moment of surrender. Like I didn't know it then, but that was the last time I used any drugs or alcohol or any.
That was the last time?
That was the last time. That was it.
How old were you then? How old were you?
I was 27 years old.
27.
I woke up the next day, and I didn't have that crazy urge to go
It was lost.
search on the carpet to find the shard I might have dropped or to find, you know, a roach in the ashtray. I just went outside. I smoked a cigarette. I listened to the birds for the first time in a long time. No, that's not actually true because I was always up when the birds got up, and that's when I knew I had to come back inside.
It sounded a little bit normal.
Yeah.
There's been times
but
where
but it was like when you notice them on a different like
perspective.
wavelength. It's like there's life to be had, and I've been killing myself, thinking that I'm the only person that I'm impacting, and that was the moment that I realized that my drug use is not just impacting myself. I'm impacting and affecting everybody that loves me.
Yeah.
And all the people that trust me with their lives in my vehicle or in my presence. It's like, I need to be more responsible.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. You know what I mean? When you're like, oh yeah, I forgot, dude. You know what I mean? My actions
I belong to some
affect
people
other people
that I really
too.
do care about me.
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I
Fuck them
forgot.
at this moment.
Hey, you dropped your bag.
What bag?
Right there.
Right there.
Hey, you know what? Fucking, to be honest, you know, I've had so many fall downs. Like, I got fired from the fucking zoo.
Yeah.
You
I
remember
know,
that?
technically you got fired from
Take you find
zoo.
yourself.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm living up to though. Like I was a young, crazy, young demon.
Nah, but you're what? When Shane fired you?
I was.
Yeah, you were at.
You would kill it from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday is my worst.
Like,
day.
dude, he'll be grinding like 12, 14 hours, and then when Saturday comes, I'm like there was a point where like, dude, it's like a toss up. It was like 30-70 if Nilo was gonna make it or not.
Bruh.
There's odds on Nilo's like even today.
Even I'm better now, but I don't work Saturdays now for that reason.
That's not true. You work when you work. When you work. When you work.
First and last Saturdays.
And that's
nah. But honestly, like I got fired from the zoo because I was just getting super on with it. I was like not waking up. I was partying. I was loving life and fucking trying to be invincible. And honestly, like recently, I was going through hella shit, and I almost got fired again working with Travis. Like
you almost had to fire him.
Yeah.
That sucks, right? That puts you in a weird position.
Well, and that's
we're like family, right?
Well, not only are we family, it's like I know where Nilo's at. Like,
yeah,
I've been Nilo.
Like for me, I appreciate so much for the factor that Travis has fucking like a parent, like a fucking parent. He's been patient and he's tried and he's talked to me and I bawled out to him. And fucking, I gotta thank everybody else, like you, BJ. Shout out to BJ, Jig, everybody at the shop at the zoo, bro. Like everybody got on my line, like, bro, you're fucking. What's wrong, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like scrambled eggs. That's scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, dude.
That's when
I've been using that a lot. Like, fuck, man.
The fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know how to get back up, but thanks to them, thanks to everybody who fucking was there. Like, shout out to, somebody she knows, but fucking she helped me through a lot of shit too.
Kiki.
Love me. She love me though. She do though. But no.
Hey, what cracker dancing?
Get it down, OG
shit.
hypebeast. But no, it takes people and like for you to understand, like, dude, there's people that fucking love me and like they help me get out of the shit.
And that's the crazy thing, right? We like when you're in it, right? You like feel like, oh, I'm invincible, da 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 da. Like, you don't want to be a fuck up, but then you're a fuck up, and you're like, damn, why am I fucking up?
Pity.
Yeah,
that's good. Where's
like, what excuse can I come up with? Machine gun. Like,
yeah,
I'm sitting there going, like,
yeah.
I'm like counting all the excuses. I'm like, okay, this is, and then like everybody at the shop's looking at me like, dude, this guy is just like fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well,
yeah, do something.
I get it, and it just kind of put me in a position where it's like,
unless he's been doing this for so long, he's allowed to. No,
and that's the thing is like you have to like. For me, it's like I have to set a boundary for everybody, right? And then if I make an exception for Nilo, which I was, then I can't expect anybody else to not behave or get away with the same behavior.
Yeah.
And so it just got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to help him. Like, and I know that I can't get anybody clean, right? This is always like, for me, it's like a God moment. It's like you have to be at your point in time and you have to be ready to make that decision to be like, my life's unmanageable. I need help. And, moderate, I try to do things in moderation, but I can't. I'm not a moderator. Like, I'm excessive.
Because we were just talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like, one of my customers, close customer of mine, he was 3 DUIs, fucking every stereotype, fucking, alcoholic, like, and he went vegan, he cleaned up. Yeah, and then recently, he was telling me, he's like, I think I'm ready to, see if he could not test the just to see where he's at as far as how strong he is. I wasn't worried because I was like, I think you're ready, bud. Like,
Yeah.
We all have to make that decision.
And that's the thing. It might work for some people. I just know for me, like, I'm coming up on 15 years in December, and it's like that's a long time. But I don't want to even play with it. Like, like I don't want a non-alcoholic beer or a CBD joint just because it doesn't have like a psychoactive. Like I'm cool.
There's a lot on the line, right?
Like, people are like, oh, you should just try. Get out of here. No, I'm like, here's some non-alcoholic meth. Try that.
Yeah, because there's a lot on the line, dude. If you know, you can't. Yeah, you can't be fucking up right now.
It's hard. If you're an addict, it's fucking hard, bro.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like you can only make that determination. Like if you're an alcoholic or you're an addict, like no one else telling you that is gonna like make you like
change.
Come to that realization. That's got to be a self-realization for yourself.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because I feel like what we have in common, we always have to learn the hard way.
Yeah,
and like.
I've never tried stopping. I don't think I've been sober for about...
Why?
10 years maybe.
But why have you not? Like, despite all your consequences, looking back at like being sent...
What do you mean why? You know why?
I mean, we don't want to. Down.
That's why.
I mean, you've never even thought of... You've never even tried? Like,
my father did not raise somebody.
I'm not a quitter.
My brother taught me better.
I'll be better.
No, it's just like, it's a self thing. You know, I've gone through the consequences. I've learned the fucking hard way. You know, I got family members that don't approve of my lifestyle, but they don't really know my lifestyle. I mean, I've been all around the world. I've done things that no one has seen.
Like what?
I've been to so many countries.
Or remember when we were at Keanu's house? Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Keanu's house?
Yeah,
Shout out to Keanu.
And I said Spicks. I said, fuck these Spicks. And I said, whoa. Latino pride around here. Nigga, have you drank your own country's like fucking faucet water? Because I have. I suffered diarrhea for about 3 months in El Salvador. I got this belly fucking used to it. It's a tank now.
No, I mean, basically you got offended just talking about Spicks. I'm like, blood, look, like, dude, your teeth fucking, you're looking at Spick right here.
I've lived in the fucking...
Wait, what is a Spick? Where'd that come from?
A Spick, it goes back to the East Coast, and that's what they call Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
Spick is basically the bottom of the dirt fucking roach. You know what? You gotta watch...
It's pretty spot on.
The Spike Lee movie. Anyway, this is a good racist moment fucking where it just explains everything. Like, Puerto Ricans, roaches in an apartment. Like, so many. They're just like... If I could say it without offending anybody, like Mexicans in California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say that.
Oh my god!
I said it.
I would like to make America great again, but I love Mexicans.
I love Mexicans.
There's a Mexican right here. I love it. Yeah, I kick it with Mexicans all the time.
But I'm saying, like, it's like how we call Mexicans, like, beaners.
Yeah.
It's like calling a Puerto Rican a spick.
Yeah, like you just called me a cracker earlier.
Yeah. I feel like it's the same thing. Yeah, especially with the N-word.
Oh my god.
Or nigger.
That's part
I think
of
it's
my
all the same
vocabulary,
shit.
though.
I think it's all the same shit. Chink, gook, fucking
Jew.
spick, fucking cracker.
What's a good one?
Where is this going?
Fish head.
I don't know. Scrambled eggs.
Sorry, we're a little lost.
No, but I have a problem with somebody. I think Candace Owens was talking about it. This black chick, conservative black chick, young black chick.
Mm.
But yeah, she called it the outrage culture. And
I have a
problem
comfortable with like saying the word.
Yeah, no, everybody's so quick to get mad
Outrage.
at whatever.
It all depends on like
Everyone's mad at something though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like
bro,
there's like a
this world
social
is soft.
tension about like where the climate is today, and it's like
soft tacos.
the pendulum's gonna it's gonna shift. The pendulum has to shift. It just can't be so. You know,
You're not a vegan. Excuse me.
I'm a vegan.
Serve vegan food.
You're vegan?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But and you know what I'm no, you know what I'm fucking tired of?
I already know
I'm
what type of
tired.
sandwich you want.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of people blaming white people for everything whenever they get the chance.
Every
to,
race
dude.
is racist.
Yeah, it's hard for you white people right now, dude.
At this point, like I look at it, like,
It is.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean,
anybody.
it's a
could get
different
it.
kind of hard. Yeah,
Anybody could get it from me.
yeah.
Even my own mama. Like I don't discriminate nobody. I was
Yeah, you hate everybody equally, right?
Equally.
As I do too.
Yeah.
But I love everybody equally the same.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's all it is love. Speaking of love, I just want to give a shout out to the San Mateo Zoo. All my guys out there.
But yeah, the zoo couldn't be in.
Except for
Hey,
Danilo.
I'm
The zoo couldn't be
curious.
in better hands though.
Can you
like
tell-
they speak.
If I would have owned
Let me
it,
be serious for a minute. Everybody at the shop speaks nothing but they speak about high regards for you. And
you.
the zoo couldn't be in better hands.
I mean,
and I'm happy for that.
I feel fortunate to have had the opportunity to buy it from Shane. So
Yeah, because you started off as a customer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. I didn't even cut hair. Like my whole thing was like, I came in to get haircuts. I remember the first time I came in there to get my haircut from Shane. Like he told me he couldn't like I had long hair. It was curly. He's like, I can't cut your hair with shears.
Yeah,
I'm half Puerto Rican.
Wow, you're so
That's a lie.
no wonder I like you.
Yeah, but see, okay, yeah.
So
long story short, the reason why we're talking about all these drugs and shit is like, yo, there's a way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's
Good
rock bottom. We're
examples.
going through our rock bottoms, and yeah, look at you now. Yeah, even Nilo, you guys started off with customers. You know what I mean? And you had from what I remember, you had a desk job.
Yeah,
And you were unhappy with it, right?
No, I mean, that wasn't the situation. Well, no, not really. So what happened was I was working for the county of San Mateo as a drug and alcohol case manager. My job was to work with homeless individuals and families and help them get off the street into housing.
Yeah.
And so I was a case manager. So once I got you housed, we would, provide services in home. And one of my best friends who helped me while I was in treatment go back to school and get my education had gotten married. And he was working with me now at the county. He left the nonprofit we were working at. And his wife got deported to Mexico.
Damn.
She wasn't a complete citizen. They were getting married, and we had gotten notification that we were going to be losing somebody from our department. And so, like, low man on the totem pole, all signs pointed to him. And I thought to myself, like, dude, this guy is a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, and I couldn't imagine just finding the love of my life. You get married and she gets deported to Mexico and then you lose your job. Like, how are you going to get your wife back?
Yeah.
And so I was actually getting my haircut the day that all happened. And I just had this God moment where I felt like my grandfather was speaking to me from beyond the grave. And I got goosebumps thinking about my grandfather because he owned a salon. And I remember sweeping hair at 5 years old, or just in the shop. I don't know how old I was, but I'd get $5 for sweeping hair. And I just got like this overwhelming feeling like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be cutting hair. My mom did it, my grandmother, my grandfather. And so I was like, I just asked Shane, I was like, dude, I think I want to become a barber.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got you. And I didn't really know what that meant or how that was worked. The shop was full. But right then and there, I made a decision to volunteer my position to be laid off. And I went back to work and I said, if this guy's got to get fired and we're going to be losing a position, I volunteer my position to be laid off.
That's some real humanity right
sorry
there.
to cut you off,
Real.
but yeah, you did it. And yeah, for anybody out there trying, that have interest in becoming a barber, like I would never, I would never, what do you say? Steer them away from it. I'm always like, I cut it short. I'm like, yo, stop fucking thinking about it. I'm like, yo, just do it.
Just do it.
Take the
Just do
chance.
it.
Take the fucking chance.
And like, yeah, everybody at the shop right now, from the zoo, from dudes to Alex. Like Alex was
All
a customer.
customers.
Like
Oh,
yeah,
Nat, I think Nat was getting.
I used to get cut by Carlo.
yeah. Nilo was a customer.
And
I'm
I
like,
remember, I told so I used to sell.
Shout
I was
out to
selling
Shane.
cars. I was selling.
Yeah.
I was selling cars, and I was making hella good money because I was also selling dope and shit. And fucking, one day I was like, dude, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of these managers trying to treat me like a fucking hoe. I ain't no hoe. Like, if I don't sell you a car, fuck you.
yeah, Nilo ain't no hoe. He's
Yeah,
a
right.
hoe, man.
Oh, nigga, no, man. That's his whispers,
Big hoe.
one motherfucking boy. But
I
anyway,
see you,
so
I
I
see
quit.
you.
I
Well,
quit my
basi-
job,
yeah.
had my money, and I worked at Gap.
Yeah, we're like twins.
Oh, like Kanye.
Hey,
like
let me see your
him.
shirt.
Yeah.
But it's a white tee, bro. Like,
I'm just
brother.
wearing my beanie too. I
Come
was
on,
like,
man.
oh,
But I worked at Gap selling sacks out the back and fucking
sex out the back. Hand
sacks.
jobs?
Sacks.
Oh, sacks.
Ball sacks.
So-
Ball sacks.
And then I got fired from there because I didn't know how to fold jeans and I said suck my dick. And then decided to work at Molly Stone's as a fucking cashier. And then one day this lady just goes, you don't gotta smile. I said, fuck you. For $12 an hour, I make more money in a fucking day than I do here. So I go get a haircut by Carlo because I had an interview. And I go to pay him with a 50 and Carlo goes, pulls out some money and I look at it and I'm just like, what the fuck?
You gave him 50?
Yeah, I gave him
That's what's
50
up.
and then
Okay, I
fucking
like that.
Did you want change?
yeah, I did.
Fucking faggot.
And I looked at it and I was just like, dude, fuck this interview, bro. I was like, I'm gonna go to the barber college and I already know how to do this. I started to learn how to cut hair in boot camp in El Salvador.
Yeah.
And I was cutting hair for like a little bit of money so I could keep my crack addiction.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how we could relate this to everybody else listening. Try to generalize it. Like, yeah, all of us go, have our own path. Like, we all go through our mistakes, and some different from others. Some of us push it, farther than others.
Get the balls, just do it.
But in the end, it's like, yo, there's always a way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, and the key is too is like, don't let your ego and pride get in the way of you asking for help.
Yeah.
Period. Like that'll keep you trapped, and some people don't find a way out, and that's just the honest truth of it.
yeah.
Is like,
But it be like that sometimes, you know what I mean? But
everybody
yeah, what I'm
wants-
trying to say
everybody
here
wants
is
to
like, yeah, there is a way out, and yeah, all three of us are examples. You know what I mean? So I didn't get to my rock bottom. Well, one that sticks out is this wasn't even too long ago, maybe like 2 years ago. Like I was on my Steve-O shit. Like I was doing whippets. I'm like,
damn, those are fun.
yeah, they were fun. They used to be fun. Like I literally sucked the fun out of all. I literally sucked the fun out of it.
I worked in coffee for that
Yeah.
reason. It was like,
God bless.
Pete's
Pete's Coffee, because I stole hella whippets.
Yeah, my whippet broke when we were at Justin's house. I forget. It was
your cracker
for my
broke.
goddaughter's whatever. I forget. Baptism,
Something.
Christian, whatever. But my whippet broke and went to Starbucks, and then you know they got the they got the little canister. So I was
Did you pay
looking
for the whipped cream?
Yeah, no, I was looking like I was like, okay, who would give it to me? I was like, nah, not the old
The
white
girl
lady.
with the hickey tattoos.
Not the old white lady, not the other fucking whatever. So I was
She had a
like,
tattoo.
I was like, oh, I was like, you know what? Oh, there's a young black brother over
Yeah.
there. I was like, let me go holler at him. I was like,
Bro, you wanna make
yeah.
it
So I was
quick,
like, hey,
you know?
yeah. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Let me talk to you for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, can I, like, let me give you $40 or 60? I forget. And then I was like, yeah, can I have that right there? And then, you know what I mean? He was like,
See that
I got
shiny
you.
thing?
But basically, that was one of my rock bottoms, and this is
And then at
you know
what
when
point
Hef's,
did you you got it? And then at what point did you realize like, damn, that was pretty low?
yeah,
That's
because it
some low
started.
shit.
No, it started fucking with my money. Like, yo, I fucked off a lot of money. Like,
Can you
if I
be
could find a
real?
picture of,
And say how much you spent?
I spent
On whippets.
at least 10 bands. Like at least 10
Whippets.
bands
I would pay off my car right now.
within a 6 months span of time. Like,
That's
like,
tight.
dude, my house looked like a war zone. Like there was whippets everywhere.
Like it
Like
was
my
like
back-
He
bullet
used to send me
shrapnel. Like,
Snapchats, and I used to see just little capsules.
No, I wasn't Snapchatting that shit. That shit, hell no.
You sent it to
But-
me.
Oh yeah. But
And I was
my
just-
backyard was filled with boxes of whippets,
It
like
ain't
boxes
grass.
and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes.
did you at least
boxes and
recycle them
boxes.
so you can get some
Yeah.
money?
I tried to,
More?
yeah. I tried to put them in my. They didn't even fit. I had to, do like 2-3 times, and then when they picked it up, I got fined for it because they spilled when they tried to pick it up.
No, I'm saying you didn't try to take them and go like get money for the
Take
recycling.
them somewhere.
Nah, we thought about it though.
Stupid.
But yeah, okay,
Resourceful
this is my
addicts.
shit. Yo, this
All
was
right.
my shit. We're like 40 something minutes in. This is my shit, and I'm okay with sharing this with everybody because it's kind of fucked up. But I'm okay with this because
It's cool to be vulnerable.
yeah, this is my shit right here.
You know what?
So this is George Michael's.
Oh, yeah.
One more try, right? Like I'll be doing whippets and fucking trying to see how far I could go to see if I could, you know, I see how it feels like if I were to actually die.
The
You know, I
verse.
just trying to black out. Yeah.
What song? What
And this will be
song?
playing while you
Yeah, this
be
be
doing the
playing.
whippet?
Yeah, and I'll be
song?
yeah.
You ever thought about that?
I'll be
Like
scrambled
what song
eggs.
you would listen to? Like what song you want to die to?
Yeah, I'll get
No.
pretty close too. Like I'll you know, what I mean? I'll get pretty close. Like
Let it play.
like trying to black
now,
out.
Were
about to
you
cry.
doing whippets just out of it straight, or were you doing the balloon?
We did all of it. Yeah, but with the canisters easy. But
Yeah.
I was trying to, you know, it's not like I was trying to kill myself. I was
almost
just
the
like
same-
trying to see, you know, what I mean?
It's almost like the
Like
same.
how far could I go without dying?
It's almost like the same one where
I'm
you
not
just
suicidal, everybody,
Where you
please,
would
I'm not
hyperventilate and someone would just push your chest until you would pass out. It's almost like that same.
tried
Like,
Yeah,
that.
you never
nah,
tried
dude,
that one?
I don't
I've
like people touching me.
like I've.
Stop.
We would think it was funny. We would think it was funny to be collapsing. You know, what I mean? Fall like yo, I busted my chin.
Tight,
running to
tight.
the back. Yeah. No, but what's not funny, I think I forget which finals it was, but yeah, I fell in front of my nephews like a handful of times. You know what I mean?
Damn. At parties?
Yeah, and I was like, fuck.
That's like, yeah.
But yo, they seen everything anyways.
You know what?
I think we did enough drugs to.
If
To scare them
if
from-
I was to have a
Yeah.
song to die to, it would be like Funkadelic Maggot.
Which Which one? All right, what's your shit?
Funkadelic Maggot. Oh,
To Die To?
to die to.
Yeah, what's your song to die to?
To
Okay,
die
let's
to.
see. Yeah,
Funkadelic Maggot Brain, but you gotta speed it up like at like 45 seconds or something like that.
Damn. Funkadelic what?
Maggot Brain.
Maggot Brain.
Yeah, it just is a good.
Oh,
it's a
man.
good song to do heroin to too.
Damn,
What
this
song is it
some
called?
shit.
Funkadelic Maggot Brain.
Can you get
Maggot.
Maggot Brain?
Yeah. But when it goes, that's just to die to. To die to.
This one?
Just To Die To. That's not your shit, though, right?
No, that's not my shit.
Is this it, right?
Oh yeah.
You got a song you die to?
Shit.
Yeah. What do you white people listen to?
What do you white people listen to?
Yeah. What do white folks listen to?
Oh, my goodness.
This is your song to die to?
Mm-hmm.
I made a playlist like Time to Fucking Die.
I've never even contemplated. I can't even fathom a song I'd want to die to. Like,
No, never?
nah,
Nora
never.
Jones.
Why are you making
No.
me feel like that, dude? Like, man.
Well, I guess we're weirdos.
This is not. Hey, you know
Dude,
what?
you're
It's,
fucking-
I've been 15 years removed from where you're like.
Yeah.
I don't think, like I got other like.
I feel this is heroin music.
This is definitely some.
Well, that's how I'd like to die.
Yeah.
Please
To
pray
that
on my
one?
funeral.
Yeah.
Yep, slowly but surely.
Okay, yeah, this is getting kind of weird.
Thank you.
Okay, give me a
Anyways.
hefty song, Trav.
All right, my shit right now currently is off of. Let me see here. Super Simple Songs.
Super simple songs.
Yeah, my shit is Baby Shark.
Shark. Yeah.
Yeah, Baby Shark, definitely.
Baby Shark.
This shit
Yeah.
slaps.
What the fuck is this shit?
That's my shit.
Baby Shark.
That's my shit.
Shit slap.
This is fucking some faggot cracker shit for sure.
Shark do.
What the fuck is this?
Baby shark.
No.
Hey, as a default to being a dad with kids, this is my shit.
Okay, the kids like this shit.
Yeah.
He loves
They
it.
eat this. They eat it up. Hey, so every night when Nilo closes,
Yeah.
like 7 o'clock, I'm giving the kids a bath, and so the Pandoras are connected, and so he'll be bumping whatever he's bumping, and then I'll come in and start playing this, and so he'll, as a default, his customers are like, "Dude, what are you listening to?"
Yeah.
This was a joke though, but like
Yeah.
my
You
my
gotta
real
get it.
shit. You
If
want
the
my real
kids like
shit?
it, if the kid, yeah.
My
Yeah.
kids eat that up, but my real one is gonna be
Grandma shark.
You want me to go first?
yeah. You want to go first?
When I'm coming down or feeling down, I got two of them.
You can't have
You know what? No. Let's
I think we
go.
got it out. Yeah. What are we doing on time, Mano?
Oh, no.
We could go forever. It's just yeah.
52 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes. Oh, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
We
so
could-
when
we
I'm,
could-
when I'm
It's a
feeling
perfect
down,
little
coming down, it's Jimi Hendrix, Castles Made of Sand. That shit. psh, I think everybody needs to hear that shit. Teach you a goddamn lesson. But honestly, yeah, that's my one.
fuck with Jimmy.
Yo, fuck yeah.
When we did DMT, yeah, we played
DMT. Huh?
Fire, yeah, DMT.
Nice.
Live?
Yeah, we're in Pacifica. I had my homies do it. We go from wait, does it come down?
That's my I'm lost.
I gotta be big. Yeah, I gotta Alright, fuckers. I got 8 days. I got. This.
Oh, this is good. Right
Yeah,
here.
fuck this.
This is what white people listen to.
When I'm up and high,
He's black though.
when I'm up,
He got some shit for him too. Like,
London's. When I'm up and high and like feeling really good, is fucking Tupac.
nah, this is good. I like
Straight
this. I
ballin'.
like this shit.
Straight ball and
Straight
Tupac.
ballin' Tupac.
That's your shit?
bro. You better slap that one.
Fuck you, man. Fuck with you, man.
Come on, bro. We bidding on it, man. I think Tupac is my real dad.
Okay,
I can see
okay.
the
Let's
resemblance.
talk about. Okay, this was always an interesting question to me. Your top 5, or give me your most influential people, or what? Give me one that you don't know that you're not related to.
Bill Wilson.
Bill Wilson.
Bill Wilson.
Who's Bill Wilson? I don't know.
Bill
who
Wilson and Dr. Bob,
I don't know. Who's Dr.
co-founders of AA.
AA was AA. Oh,
Alcoholics
oh, really?
Anonymous.
Yeah.
We're gonna go next week.
Really?
Yeah, you guys want to go to music?
Says who? I don't have a problem. I don't know what you're talking about.
Psych.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't have a fucking problem. Wait, Doc, what's his name?
Who?
Dr.
Dr. Bob.
And then they were the
Wilson.
founders of AA.
Mm-hmm.
And you went to AA, and that worked out for you. I thought about it.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing: is like that moment when I got clean and I didn't stop using. Like, I didn't have the tools to deal with life on life's terms. So it's like I had all this baggage that I had to like rectify. I had to clean up. I had to clean up my side of the street.
Who the fuck is gonna know?
Yeah, I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna know.
Okay, you're talking. Give me. Yeah.
Oh,
So you dropped it from 5 to just 1.
Okay, go ahead. You got
mention
okay.
more,
Go
mention
two.
more.
You
You
got
got
two.
one. Go.
Go ahead.
Go,
Sorry, you got
go,
3
go.
more. Not for real. 3 more. You got 3 more.
I'd say Albert Einstein.
I fuck with Albert Einstein.
Yeah, that guy's.
But did they say like
He
they
didn't-
disproved this shit like the E equals MC
They
squared?
tried
Like
to, but no.
They can't.
I
They
fuck,
can't do
yeah,
it.
he was a
You know what
fucking
I'm
rock
saying?
star.
It's
He was like a genius rock
genius.
star. Yeah.
He taught us how to do the fucking the atomic bomb.
The atomic bomb.
Dope. We all need that shit. It's like 211.
Nah, and he was a lucid dreamer. Like, yeah, I studied like the geniuses of our time or ever. Like they were lucid dreamers. And for the people that don't know, or correct me if I'm wrong, like lucid dreaming is when you're dreaming and you realize that you're dreaming and you take control of your dreams.
Wow.
And I got to that point too. I was taking Alpha Brain. Shout out to Joe Rogan for putting me on Alpha Brain.
What's
Basically, vitamins for your brain. So I took them before I went to sleep every day. And yeah, I had some of the most vivid dreams. I got good. I was practicing at lucid dreaming. Like I got really good at dreaming.
Is one
Is
of
this over the counter stuff?
It's not FDA approved,
It's
but
all-
it's nothing. It's just a
natural.
vitamin for your, you know. What I mean?
the
It's just-
melatonin. I'll have fucking the most realistic dreams that I get scared.
Really?
Yeah, it scares
It
me.
just wakes you up like a nightmare?
It's just like it's so realistic. It's just it's
there's-
a natural. It's a
So there's
natural.
Albert Einstein.
Steve Jobs
I fuck with Steve. He was microdosing
was-
acid.
and Timothy Leary.
That's why he's like the godfather of LSD, right? I just watched that documentary with Timothy Leary and the other dude. Fuck, what's his name?
Dude, you're like an encyclopedia.
Dude, I just be watching. Yeah, like fucking dude. He's fucking sick. Like he embraced his death. Like he was open to talking about death. Like
He was ready for it. But like acid does kind of bring you into that dream world. Where
It kind of like it melts these dimensions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
your third eye opens.
yeah, like people that
Exactly.
are ignorant to it.
it's like Nirvana. Welcome to
yeah.
Nirvana. It's
no,
like
yeah, no disrespect to people that that are scared of shit, but yeah, the people that remain ignorant to it. It's like if you look at it like when you take it, it's still reality. It's like a different frequency.
A different, yeah.
It's still reality though.
Yeah.
It's like instead of standing here, you're gonna stand over there. and
Yeah,
look at
and it looks different.
Perspective, yeah.
it's perspective.
Yeah,
It's
perspective.
you open up a different perspective.
And if you can handle it, it's
But labeling it a drug, like they're like
They're trying to cure mental health.
actually it cures alcoholism if you could go through the whole thing. But when I was tripping out, I had one beer and that shit fucking made me sober.
what? Oh yeah, the acid. Yeah,
Yeah.
people said
It could
not-
cure alcoholism. That was part of the test.
Yeah,
But
All right, what about you, Nilo? 5.
Me.
Top 5.
top five.
Chris Farley, rest in peace.
Chris Farley. I felt Chris
Yeah.
Farley. He was tight.
Like, that reminds me of myself. Like just
That could have actually been your dad.
What? Just because you're fat? Like, dude, come on, bud.
well, we
Chris
love
Farley's way better than you.
double cheeseburgers with bacon.
Because we both like
Shut
that.
up.
Wins are carbonized.
And he went out. Yeah, he
No,
went
he
out.
went out.
Yeah.
He went out.
But he was always happy to fucking make everybody happy.
Yeah,
And then Old Dirty Bastard.
yeah. Nilo's good at that. He's good at making
Old
people
dirty
happy. He makes me
bastard.
laugh. No homo.
Yeah.
He
That's the only reason why I have him around.
blushing, bro.
What?
Old Dirty Bastard though, he really had some good things to say if you watch his interviews. But he was also he was a crack baby. He was a real one. He was a real one.
Mm-hmm.
And another one would have to be Robin Williams for sure, bro. The clown with a sad fucking
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know we all had that shit, but
Yeah. It's crazy when they say money and fame isn't
Isn't
doesn't mean
everything?
yeah. And it's hard for a lot of people to understand, but you know, that's where I think the time we're in, like, people don't take the time to understand. It's like, yo, try to put each other in, you know, in other person's shoes.
Crazy amount of pressure to be under, like,
Yeah.
you know, entertaining that many people, and
Yeah.
I always have to be on and being pulled every direction.
As a barber, though, like I feel like I've noticed a lot of, especially this year, this year, I think a lot of like the people I cut, they've shared that they're fucking. We're all in the same boat, basically.
Yeah.
Just in different cabins.
Just different,
Everybody's fucking going through some shit. Realistically, but
Back to your 5.
it just takes us.
Yeah. Back to your wait. You said so.
And then Bob Goldruth,
Who the fuck is who's that?
you know, fucking Police
Police
Academy.
Academy.
You
Who the
know,
fuck is that?
yeah,
Who's that?
fucking. He like looked like a
Black dude with the.
No, the white guy with the
white
he was
dude.
balding out. He was like,
You gotta watch Street.
Why?
Yeah, Police Academy too.
why? If you watch his fucking stand
He's
up,
Okay, I'll
funny.
watch
He's
it.
got some
Okay, I'll
funny
watch
stuff
it.
watch his
Yeah.
stand up, watch his interviews,
That's
and you'll
3.
see
He's
by
funny.
the end, like he's really not that person. Like he does
Yeah,
that.
he transforms.
Yeah,
for
he
sure, and
transforms,
acts
bro, and it's
that guy
beautiful.
out. Yeah.
Like he explains in one stand up that
Okay, I'll keep it. Two more.
no, that's it. That's all I got.
2 more. Okay.
Selena.
Who?
Selena.
Selena?
I'm just kidding.
She's with her fat ass. Her dead fat ass.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm just stating facts. She's dead and she has a fat ass.
Did
Your Wikipedia.
had
Yeah, I've said this before, but Tupac stands alone. And then number 2, I never got to say this with Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I did my research. I don't think he was fucking touching on little boys, little girls, whatever. Like
you
I
just
did my
never had a
research.
childhood.
Like,
I was Jehovah's Witness. I was raised as one.
what?
what?
I was
How is
raised.
this just now coming out?
Fucking scrambled eggs.
Wow.
There we go.
See?
How the fuck did? Yeah.
We all got skeletons. I was raised as Jehovah's Witness. I've never had a birthday.
You never had a
till I was-
birthday.
Well, I said I was talking about Michael Jackson, and then he was he Jehovah?
Yeah, he was raised as one. His parents were hella strict.
Yeah.
His mom still is one.
Oh yeah, his dad just died.
Yeah.
He was a dickhead.
Good. Fuck.
Nah, but you know what?
Yeah.
Like he was hard on his kids to say the least,
Yeah.
and look what came out of it.
Restricted at being a child. No,
But-
Yeah, I mean, they
It
put
sacrificed his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's why.
I'm not shaming Jehovah's Witnesses at all. I grew up with good morals, but I never had a childhood. Fuck. I used to see all these little fuckers have like Halloween and be like, fuck. I'm just gonna eat strawberries.
But I wish could we go a little longer?
No,
No, okay, but yeah, I guess we got to wrap this up. But thank you guys for
listening.
coming on the show. But
Okay, too.
what I like to say about these two is, yeah, I have nothing but respect for you two,
Thank you.
and especially Trav. Like, yeah, we were just talking about drugs all day, but there is a point to this. You know, everybody goes through their different, through their different paths and making their mistakes. But these were our mistakes that we learned from.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just to tell people there is a way out. You know what I mean? You can hit rock bottom, but you could cut. Yeah,
always
there's
pick
all about the
yourself.
get back. You could get back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people like. We're not looking for handouts. We're just looking for a hand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to get in there with people and just like say, let's figure this thing out.
Don't
Yeah.
doubt it. Don't ever doubt it.
Yeah.
And the people that are always there to be like, I got you. I love you. Don't fucking doubt it. They always got you.
Yeah. That shit helps, dude. That shit helps.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this shit is helping right now, especially with Travis. Like, yo, I want to get there one day. We just booked our trip to Peru.
I
We're gonna
know.
do ayahuasca, and yeah, it says we have to detox
Yeah,
everything,
that-
everything,
you gotta be
jacking
on that-
off, fucking sex, fucking drugs,
That alkaline,
pills.
you got to get that
I know
alkaline
a
up.
good
Everything,
enema
yeah.
doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that.
Enjoy and shitting
thank
on
you guys
yourself.
for coming. Where can we find you guys? Where can these people reach out to you at?
San Mateo Zoo.
San Mateo Zoo
Or
IG.
at Travis Sweeney.
At Travis Sweeney.
Chichi Barber.
Travis Sweeney. Okay, one more song to end the show.
Oh yeah.
Drake nonstop. Let's do that. Just go.
Drake knows it. Damn, that's how you feel. I fuck with that.
That's
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah. All right. But
Really?
That's my shit.
That's my
Shout
shit.
out to Cody.
Dude, shout out to the whole zoo.
I did say that. Shout out to
Yeah, you
we got this is our
Jerem, how
this
dare
is our
you?
new favorite song.
How dare you, Jeremy?
What?
You never shouted out the zoo.
What do you mean? This is it right here.
Still want to know where.
Yeah.
No, Jigga told me, I was like, yo, the zoo doesn't deserve a fucking shout out. It's like, yo, they deserve their own show.
Look,
Right?
Oh, you want to do that?
I just
Yeah.
flipped the switch.
Shout out to Red Bull.
Thank you.
I
This is
don't
my
know
turn up.
nobody else that's doing this.
Fuck, I wish we had more time, dude. We didn't get to, we just barely touched the,
Now they
touched the
wanna know me
surface,
since I
but
hit the top. Hey,
Sorry,
so
Mom.
roll it, don't stop. Why
Hopefully we didn't
don't
offend
never
anybody.
Sorry.
Just to flow that like a block hot. Super
so how do you dance to this when you're by yourself, Trav?
I just took it left like on ambidextrous. I moved in London with the
Hey.
Shit, you know me. baby.
White people learn how to dance with
I'm
Trav.
the bird back in this bitch, man.
I do the white man overbite.
All right, Out of Pocket Live episode 7 with the Nilo Bravo, Travis Sweeney. All right, we out this bitch.
Peace.
Funny
Thank
how
you.
they shook. Got me shook. That's us. I'm up. That Miller.